I knew I forgot to pull up one thing. I took care of it just now. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in. It is Tuesday. It's music sharing live stream day. Hi there. Hello. I'm getting chat over to the other side so I can see everybody. Hello. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, today is music sharing live stream day. So definitely drop those requests in the form, and we'll be able to check them out in the order that they are dropped. We do have a couple of priority requests that we're starting off with as well, so I'm looking forward to those. And I think today's going to be a great day until the weather starts getting bad, because of course it will, because it's Texas. And that's what we're doing. We're doing it again. We're running it back with the weather. Looking forward to it. So yeah, let me catch up on chat. Good time zone to all. Hello Sally. Hello VDoin. Let me see, how are y'all doing? Doing great, love to hear it. Let's see, yeah, Sally also was first. It is incredible when that happens, right? Love to see it. It's a cloudy day, but no rain until tomorrow. Well, that's nice, definitely enjoy it. It's in the 90s today. It's definitely over 30 Celsius, so yay. And then it's gonna be in the 50s tonight from what I just saw because of the storms that are coming through. So, yeah, at least it's gonna be nice tonight after they pass through. Hopefully I'm not up till 1 a.m. trying to see if my car is gonna be playing Frogger with hail, you know, because that's fun. Let's see. Doing well also, thank you. It's been gray here as well, but I don't think it's supposed to rain. Okay, valid, you know, that is totally valid. I'm doing well, even. Okay. I can speak English clearly, really. I see that. I do see that. It's the typing I fail out. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think you're good. Submitted to Buy Me a Coffee on May 2nd for Voice Play's new original song, Into the Deep. I did see that, yes, yeah. I hadn't had a chance to sit down and say thank you for that. So thank you for that. You know. Jeff should be premiering his May solo music video this week. He teased it publicly today, but no time and day yet. Okay, so that's probably something, probably not this week, but maybe next week or the week after would be my guess. I'm in the South too, won't get here until tomorrow. Well, hello, fellow South person. Ouch, too hot. It is. And that's not even the hottest it gets here. You know, it gets into the 40s Celsius for the summer. I'm not looking forward to it, like, at all. I would much rather take snow over heat any day. I don't care. There is no comparison. But yeah, it is very hot. Sergius also, welcome in. Good evening. Thank you for redeeming first. Speaking of redemptions, that does bring me to my first point that I wanted to bring up. I created a new channel point redemption over on Purple. It is a React. Let me get the actual phrasing of it. React to this. That's what it's called. So there's a new channel point redemption. React to this. Basically, it's same rules as what we do on the live stream. You know, you submit it, we'll check it out on the stream. Try and keep it within a certain length and all that. But having said that, that does potentially give y'all an extra submission if y'all want to go that route. Now, it does cost a few channel points to do. It costs about 5,000. So, you know, lurking in the stream is a great way to get those channel points. That's just an extra incentive just to be on both platforms, I think, if that helps you any. G is predictable. His usual choice is noon Eastern on Fridays, but he hadn't scheduled it yet. Okay, you know what? That's valid, and that's I think a pretty solid time to pick from. Or rather, good afternoon for you. Well, thank you. Need 2K more? Valid. And you know, I go live, you know, a couple times a week. You know, on Mondays I've been playing The Last of Us, and then obviously on Tuesdays we've been doing the live stream. Which brings me to another point. Next week I'm gonna be busy at 4 o'clock, and I gotta leave by like 3 something. So obviously the standard 2 p.m. stream time is not gonna work. So I'm actually gonna be bumping it back to 12 next week, and I'll make an announcement about it somewhere at some point, probably on Saturday. I'm not sure about the week after yet. Haven't figured that out yet, but as of right now, next week is 12 p.m. Central, so we're bumping it back 2 hours. So by this point, I will have already been live for 2 hours. If that gives you any indication as to what time we're starting. So, The Longest Johns dropped their new album last Friday, but Pyrola is traveling today, so I figured I wouldn't request it from today. Oh, you know what? That's valid. Okay. Yeah, that way everybody's here. Definitely awesome with that as well. And yeah, I'm sure she will definitely appreciate that 100%. Mikey, also hello, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Trying to give me some feedback. Valid. And if that's in reference to a song, yeah, for sure. We do that. We have, artists come in, they submit their music, and we check them out and everything. So, I'm always as respectful as I can. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's somebody with 1 follower or somebody with 1 billion followers. It doesn't matter. I keep the respect, equal. These words are rated E for everyone. So, yeah, something like that. So yeah, that covers next week. That covers the Channel Point Redemption. Things that happened over the last few days. I had to go to the office on Thursday. It's never fun. Plus side, I was able to get some editing done. Love that. Wednesday, my fiance's job kind of threw this wedding shower for us. So I cut work a little early and went and got to be part of that. So that was fun. And then I don't remember what I did Saturday. I think Saturday was pretty chill. And then Sunday I got to celebrate my birthday. So I'm a year closer to death. So that's fun. So yeah, I'm a year older now. I don't know if I'm wiser necessarily, but that was fun. Got to have a steak meal, so I was really looking forward to that for weeks, and finally got to have my steak, so I was happy about that. And got to have some cake and ice cream. So we spent the afternoon with my family and my fiance, and it was a good day, I think. Happy belated birthday! Thank you very much. So I think that covers everything except the schedule for the week. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll jump into the reactions. So here we go. No? Is it not gonna do it? There it goes. In my defense, my computer had a few updates, so it's being kind of weird lately. Last couple of days. I don't know. Anyway, so Sunday was Fozia, and I need to get the actual schedule up. There we go. And the song was Unethical. Could not think of what that song was off the top of my head for some reason, but that was on Sunday. Yesterday was Monday. That was James Blunt and his song The Greatest. I got to check that out. Sorry, let me try that again. I got to check that out with Chai. That video kind of covers things that happened over the pandemic in 2020. I think it was the first time I'd ever actually seen footage of the pandemic, so it was very surreal, I think is a good word for it. Today today is Tuesday, and I dropped Franz Rhythm's cover of Prince's Purple Rain. So be sure to check those out. And let's see the rest of the week for stuff that hadn't released yet. So Wednesday, which is tomorrow, is Reaction Recap Day. If you don't know what those are, these are reactions that I take from the live streams. I edit them down and put them up on Wednesdays, kind of like a best of for that segment, for that day. So we have 3 going up tomorrow, as per usual. So we have Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Tree. Again, having a Christmas song tells you how long ago these were recorded, and thanks to that copyright strike, kind of pushed things off quite a bit, but that's okay. We also have John Henrik. I forgot how to pronounce the last name of this. Somebody's probably gonna help me with that. Fjallgren? I don't think that's correct, but and that was Daniel's Joik. And then Atiz, The Awakening of Summer. Apparently had some requests for Atiz, so I'm probably gonna be dropping some of those over the next few weeks. I'll scatter those in throughout. So that will be tomorrow's. Thursday, and I believe it's pronounced Ijitaf. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that was the name of the artist. And the song name is a little bit difficult, so bear with me. I'm gonna do my best, but I believe it's Sedia Aku Sebellum Hujan. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I had a few requests to check that one out, so got that one done. Friday is Autumn My Cantorite and their performance of Tommy, and I got to check that one out. I got to check that one out with JP, and then Saturday, it does say What OK Rock, but it's actually Taka from What OK Rock, the vocalist, and his cover of Die With A Smile. So some great stuff this week. Looking forward to all of these dropping. Remember, I recorded these like 3 months ago, so it's a thing. So yeah, glad you had good food for your birthday. Me too. I always appreciate a good steak, you know. All right. So let's go ahead and nix the music. Love Linkin Park, but gotta nix the lo-fi for what we're doing. I'm gonna put chat over here so everybody's together. I'm gonna put this up. There we go. All right, so let's see. We need to resize this to fitty. All right, so we are starting with a couple of Buy Me a Coffees, priority requests, if you will, and then we'll jump into the list itself. All right, so let me make sure I'm not being blocked by the screen that I have up. You know, would not want that. Alrighty, so this first one is from Anonymous. I was told to keep the name anonymous. This is Voice Play Into the Deep, and I got the message right here. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can read it because my eyesight is terrible, as per usual. All right, so for today's live stream, because this was submitted a couple of days ago, this is Voice Play's second original song. It's a sea shanty with a full-length music video, Into the Deep, premiered Friday, May 1st. So this was a couple of days ago. This wasn't even a full week ago. That's crazy. The sea shanty was Ellie's first full-length original for Voice Play. Lyrics and melody, with arranging credits to Ellie, Lane, and Jeff. FYI, Jeff will likely be premiering his May solo music video sometime next week, which will be awesome. Looking forward to that. So yeah, let's... And also, thank you very much for the priority request from Anonymous. I'm going to get a couple of these pulled up. Also, Sally, since yours will be first at the top of the list as well, do you want to do yours back to back, or do you want to space yours out a little bit? I'm going to leave that up to you since you have some time to think about it. I'm going to get some water before we start. And we're going to set these up. Oh, I was like, no, don't tell me it's playing already. All right. So I'll have all of those ready to go. All right, so let me copy the link and then we shall get started. Not gonna lie, I thought that said Pilates in the in the title there, because I can read really well. Hashtag Pilates, not pirates. Now that you think about it, those two words, they're one letter off, and that's really interesting. Maybe they're related. I don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Voice Play Into the Deep. Here we go.
Sing slow, down will you go, the lost shall roll, to the locker.
I love the effects.
The sea, she waits with quiet grace to guide you through the night. Her waves will kiss your weary face and steal away your sight.
Fantastic harmony.
Draws you near with whispered breath to hear her gentle plea. Her arms will pull you down the depths where time no longer speaks. Fear not the dark nor stormy winds, for she will lead you slow into the deep where all began. Into the deep you'll go.
Jeez. A vibrating bass there like that. I'm gonna pause right there. To be fair, I thought we were further ahead than we are, and that's okay. That first part of the song was like there was a lot in that. I think that's incredible. So first things first, I do notice a higher vocalist in there somewhere. I don't know if there's anything in the description about that, if that's somebody else, or if that's Ellie able to hit the really high notes like that. I don't really know. It kind of gives off this like siren sound. So I'm not really sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. But this also kind of reminds me of their Pirates of the Caribbean rendition song. Like it kind of has that uh that theme. I feel like it kind of has some semblance of that. I think that's really cool. It's kind of like a callback to that, but at the same time, it's like their own. I mean, it is their own, but it's like they're going in their own direction, and I think that's great. I love the. I said the effects earlier. And I kind of meant the makeup. You know, like all of the makeup that they have on, I think is incredible. All the costumes like, everything looks so good here. The vocal work that we're getting from everybody, the range, like they started on a much deeper end. Like everybody started on a much deeper end. I think that's cool. And then obviously going throughout, we get some great range from everybody. You know, you got Ellie, Caesar, Janon, you got Lane and Jeff doing the bass and the percussion, and everything's just hitting so nicely throughout this. And I really love the setting as well. Like they're on a boat. You know, it really does look like they're on a boat. I have to imagine that like they did some really great set design for this. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. All right, let's see here. Oh, I'm right on time. You are correct. Right on time. Caesar giving as a sweet bear's home moment. Yes, absolutely. Uh, Lauren Paley is the siren sound at the start. Ellie is uh, double tracked behind himself on the highs as well. Okay, so yeah, we have Lauren Paley. Well, I'm going to assume is featured in the just yeah, there we go with additional vocals by Lauren Paley. So yeah, I was like, they have to put something in the description, right? They have to. That would make a lot of sense. Ellie created the background using Unreal Engine software again, so as shown in the outro, the set has green screen behind them. Okay, so that's what it is. You already knew what I was going to ask, so I like that. It's great. Lauren Paley is the voice over. She was in their Hide and Seek Halloween 2022 video. I don't know if I saw that one. I may not have. If I haven't, I'd say save it for October just because, you know, spoopy and all, yeah, it fits, you know, that whole thing. But I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. Lauren is known online TikTok as the Stairwell. Oh, okay. That was like, that name sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah, she does the Ding Dong, and I forgot the name of the song. But yeah, she goes into these like stairwells with these incredible acoustics, and she just starts singing, and she like stomps with the beat, and it's like it's so awesome. It kind of does give off like a ghost like sound quality, like somebody's haunting these people in their in the apartments and stuff. So fitting she's singing the siren song. Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, okay. That's why it sounded so familiar, because I got to check out Halicine last week, or in last week's video, and you know she was part. Lauren Babick was part of that, so I was like, it's not the same Lauren, um, but I was like, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. I don't really know, but it definitely isn't. Vastly different vocal style. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I've seen her with some of the bass singers, I think. Really? Maybe we should check them out at some point. Though frankly, her neighbors probably enjoy it by now. Probably at first, completely freaked out. Yeah, agreed. And then now, it's like, oh, she didn't do it this week. I kind of miss it. Peter Barber, Bobby Bass, Boy Brev, etc. Uh, uh, oh, different. Not the not the group. The bait. I forgot the name of the bass group. Hold on. Do I have them coming up? I don't think I do. Thought I did. Maybe I don't. Bass gang. Yeah, there it is. Got it. Which is the ding dong sound. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, the bass gang is the one I was thinking of. So just different bass vocalists in general. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. Yeah, I think she really pairs well here.
Each soul she takes with care, no matter how they fall. She knows the fate that you will bear and wraps you in her call. The ones who fought, the ones who bled, all rest beneath her flow. You'll find your peace among the dead. Into the deep you'll go. Down below, into the deep below. Down to the shadows, into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll go. Down will you go, the lost shall go to the locker below. To the locker below. Down will you go, the lost shall go to the locker below. No grave, no stone, no tear to weep, 'cause down below your soul will sleep, and she will hold you calm and slow. Into the deep you'll go. Into
I really like how everybody has had a moment to shine.
down to the shadows, into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll go. Down will you go. The lost shall go to the locker below.
Very well done. And it's great that she got a moment to shine at the end too.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the video for VoicePlay's new original song, Into the Deep, featuring Jay Nunn and Lauren Paley. Into the Deep can be found on our brand new compilation album, Lore, which is streaming everywhere right now. And if you'd like to own a physical copy of Lore, you can grab your very own at thevoiceplay.com. Links are in the description. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
It is really cool seeing behind the scenes like that. I don't know, there's just something about it. Like you get the actual video, but you also get to see like everything that they did that, you know, work that just put everything, all of that together. I think that's really awesome. Yeah, I really like how they went about this. The range that they hit, the vocal work was absolutely incredible. I think the makeup and effects were great throughout this. Like it's minimal effects, obviously, but you know, just working with the green screen like they had it, I think worked really well. And then, I mean, it is kind of a downer. We don't get to see Lauren, but like she's out there, like you don't really know where, you know, like as part of the mystery, and I think that's great. And I based on what I can tell, I mean, it's a song about a siren taking you down into the deep. So yeah, I think they really knocked this one out of the park. I like it. Let's see here. Caesar's the only one who actually seems to hear her when she sings. That's funny to me. Hey y'all, great album. For sure, yeah. Let's see. They didn't use a Steadicam this time. The full behind the scenes on their Patreon is really interesting. Lauren is in Nashville. And I forget where they located again. Like she's not in Nashville, or they're not in Nashville, right? Like she is obviously, but they're in. I know they're in a yeah, in Florida, yeah, in a mall, right? Hi all. Jim, welcome in as well. Hello. But yeah, I think that one was awesome. I liked it. Nope, not that. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do this shade of green so I can see and it's not so um, abrasive. Alrighty, so this next one is from Sally. Also, thank you very much for the priority request. This is the message. You said you hadn't really heard any John Denver songs other than Country Roads Take Me Home. So here's another. Home free, thank God I'm a country boy. All right, so copy. There we go. No, not shift, enter. There we go. God, my nose going crazy right now. Okay. Alrighty. Also, I don't know if Sally mentioned. Let me see. Let me go back a bit. I don't know. Sally, yeah, definitely let me know if you want to do yours back to back or if you want to space yours out. Totally up to you on that. Because your regular request is up next on the list. So just let me know. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. Days are
I like how
filled with an
upbeat this
easy country
is.
charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
We're doing some yodeling. Okay.
When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, I pull out my fiddle and I rosin up my bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. And I play Sally Gooden all day. If I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can.
Just doing the same thing over and over again.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Oh, lady,
Yeah, going to the big city.
Well, I wouldn't trade my life for diamonds and jewels. I never was one of them money-hungry fools. I'd rather have my fiddle and my farming tools. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, the city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that's a mighty king. People, let me tell you now exactly what I mean. Thank God I'm a country boy.
well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes.
It's amazing how there's like nobody in wherever he's at, you know, like nobody on the subway, nobody in the coffee shop, nobody in the office. Because usually it's crowded in the city.
See my fiddle with my daddy till the day he died. And he took me by the hand, held me close to his side. Said, live a good life, and my fiddle with pride. And thank God you're a country boy. Well, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to whittle. Taught me how to work and play a tune on the fiddle. Taught me how to love and how to give just a little. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well,
I'm gonna pause right there. So yeah, going through the whole video, we have Austin just repetitively day after day doing the same thing over and over again, just being in the country, you know, chopping the wood, cooking. To me, at least from far away, it looked, you know, like patties, like burger patties, but they mentioned griddles, so I'm guessing they're like flapjacks, pancakes. And then, you know, just being, you know, near the fire and everything, and then just going to bed and rinse and repeat day after day. Gets really boring, gets really repetitive, and just wants to try new things. Go to the city to try new things. I have to imagine it's like in the same vein of like the Amish. You know how day after day they do all these things really without any technology or anything. I think they've kind of laxed a little bit on that, just a little. Obviously, not using computers or anything, but you know, some like machinery that we wouldn't really even think about it being, you know, technological, but they're starting to use them now. And then, if I'm not mistaken, when they're at a certain age, they go into the city for a couple weeks to experience all that, and then they go back to the Amish. Typically, not always. You know, some Amish people end up staying in the city because they end up enjoying it. It's like much better for them. But you know, some people go back. So it's kind of in the same vein as that, trying to a different scene, trying to a different environment, just to change your pace, basically. And I don't really know exactly where we're at in the story, if he decided he wanted to go back home, or you know, if these are flashbacks. Not really sure, but you know, we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, the vocal work throughout this, I think, is incredible. You know, the harmony that we're getting throughout, the vocal range, the you know, like taking turns on the verses and everything, I think is great. And you know, just how they're all working together with the voices and making everything work. The percussion that we're getting, you know, the beatboxing, I think is great throughout this. And then yeah, I want to say this is the first time in a home free performance I've heard yodeling. Not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain on that one. So I wasn't expecting that, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, I think how they're going about this is great. It's very upbeat, it's very catchy, very fun, and I'm enjoying it so far. Let's see, this is back in 2016, not long after Chance joined them. Might as well do them together since they're fairly different. Okay, valid, we can do that. Different groups of Amish have different rules. There were Amish communities nearby when I lived in Pennsylvania decades ago. Are they not there anymore? Or is it just because like you ended up moving and you're not near them anymore? Because I know when I go to visit some family in Oklahoma, there's an Amish community out there. I got to visit an Amish store, and like they have a cash register, you know, but yeah, like they have some technology. They're in a shop, so they have, you know, some semblance of electricity in there. But yeah, I think it's really unique, you know, being able to go out and experience some different cultures and things like that. Hi everybody, it's Hetzo. Welcome in. How's it going? The only other one I know with yodeling is All About That Bass, and I don't think I know the song, but I don't think I've checked out their rendition of that song. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but it doesn't sound familiar. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. Also, is that a Starbucks drink? I'm not 100% sure. Or obviously it's a coffee shop, but it almost kind of looks like a Starbucks cup, but I could be wrong.
Play a tune on the fiddle. Taught me how to love and how to give just a little. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Yeah! Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, there wasn't much left to it, was there? Okay.
Video for Country Boy. We had such a good time filming it. I want to give a big shout out to Kim Bala.
So yeah, that was really
it.
it.
Thank you so much for helping us out and letting us come out there. Apparently we were a bunch of idiots and we let the horses out when we left because we left the gate open. But I promise
You're not supposed to do that.
now.
We're learning.
We're learning, and so thank you just so much.
I'm assuming they went and caught the horses.
If you enjoy our video, please click subscribe on the screen now, and you can keep up with all the videos we're releasing. But while you're at it, check us out on all forms of social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and keep
Some
doing what
interesting
you want on social media.
noises happening in the
And
background.
Check us out on tour.
We're going to be everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna be all over the place. Come see us somewhere.
And that's all on our website and Facebook as well. And lastly, please,
All of the
Patreon
socials.
is like the coolest thing. It really helps you support us, make awesome music videos like this. So check us out there, support us, and come back and see us again. Y'all all right?
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Well, all right. All right, I'm gonna pause right there because you know the copyright lords are very rude when I do more than one song from one video. So we're gonna stop it right then and there. Even just like an extra second, and they would have been so rude about that. But yeah, so it does look like Austin was like, the city's not for me, I'm going back home, and got to experience all that again, and looked like he was enjoying it much more this time. He had a better appreciation for it. But yeah, I think is a fun video, fun performance. I liked it. Let's see. That's a really old one, but I'll bear that in mind. Valid. I love the horse and the chicken in this. I mean, I think it's really cool. They made a cameo for sure. And Tim kissing the horse is very, very fitting. Yeah, I liked it. Let's see here. Did you play mine? We have not gotten to it yet. We just finished the second one, second request. So we're about to start on the actual list itself. Doing good, thank you. How about you? How was the game session with the boys? And yeah, it was like there were more than just the boys there, but you know what? We're all the boys. That's valid. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Teto had fun. I'm sorry you weren't there to watch, but you know it is what it is. It was cool to see the social media posts in early March when Home Free was in Orlando to perform. They briefly got together with Voice Play to visit. Both groups shared a bus on the Sing Off tour in 2014. Awesome. The horse wants to behead the chicken. Probably. Aleatorio, welcome in. How are you? How is it going? All right, so there we go. Let me double check aleatorios just because YouTube likes to block them. Okay, aleatorio, you are good, so don't have to worry about that. All right, I'm going to pop up 2 others. Man, we are really starting with the acapella today. Now, to be fair for everybody, this isn't an acapella solo channel reaction thing. Like, no, that's just coincidental. That's what was submitted today. So don't worry about that. We take in everything, so it's all good. All right, so the first one on the list is from Sally. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link, and then I'll catch up on chat in a second. I want to go over this. All right, so this is Home Free's latest release. It's something different. I guess Tim couldn't decide which song he wanted to arrange next, so he went for all of them. So this is a breakdown medley. Interesting. I'm intrigued to find out. Let's see here. I had to deal with a problem. My bus pass was stolen. Well, tell whoever stole it they're a jerk, first off. And second, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Hopefully you're able to get another one or a replacement or something like that. And if you find the person that stole them, kick them in the shin. That's what I would recommend. It's all my fault. Yeah, we'll just blame Sally today. You know, hold on. Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Nah, it's all good. It's over. I promise. It's all fine. It's all good. Let's see here. So I had to go to the company that makes the bus passes to sort it out. Well, hopefully it did all get sorted out. The shin is generous. I mean, Sky, you're not wrong. Also, welcome in. Hi, hello. I did share the link. Yes, I believe so. I did. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Home Free, the breakdown medley. I wonder if I'm gonna know any of these songs. I don't really know, so let's find out.
Carry on my way,
right off the bat.
son. There'll be peace when you are done.
Great harmony.
Lay your weary head to rest.
Don't you cry no more.
Da-da, da-da, da-ya-ya-ya-da, da-da, da, oh. Da-da, da-da, da-ya-ya-ya-da.
Okay, I knew the first one. I'm not sure about this one.
I go walking in the middle of the. 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 I go walking in the. Don't you know I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland? Pretty mama, come and take me.
I recognize that one.
By the hand, take me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long. By the hand, take me by the hand, pretty mama.
I feel like that's a very fitting song for them.
No more calling me baby, no more loving like crazy, no more chicken and gravy. Till you take me down, take me down, take me down, take me down, take me down to the little white church. Spin it, let's begin it, bear and grin it. When you're in it, you can win it in a minute. When you spin it, spin it, spin it. So let it rock.
I thought we were about to get rickrolled for a second.
Let the Bible belt come and save my soul. Hold on to 16 as long as you can.
I recognize this one, but I can't remember exactly which one it is.
Whose bed have your boots been under? Whose heart did you steal? I wonder. This time it feels like thunder. Whose bed have your boots been under?
Based on that one note, I was like, yeah, this is Uptown Funk.
Hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't covered this before.
Don't believe me, just watch. Na 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 na.
I'm gonna back it up when we get back into it, but I figure it's a good time to pause now. So yeah, some of them I recognize, some of them I don't. I don't know exactly what the theme is or what they mean exactly by breakdown. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's in the description. Maybe somebody can fill me in on that. But yeah, I do recognize some songs, and a decent amount of them I don't. So I think that's really great. You know, we're hitting a lot of different genres with these songs, and I think they have a great balance like throughout. You know, starting off with "Carry On My Wayward Son" by Kansas, and then another couple that I didn't recognize, and now I've forgotten honestly all of them at this point. But yeah, I'm liking how they're going about this. I think the transitions are, you know, fairly cohesive. I don't think they're like 100% the most smoothest of transitions necessarily, but they also don't necessarily need to be. You know, like it's not necessarily like the last note of that song goes right into the next, or the first note of the next song. It's not like that necessarily, but I think it's close enough to where I think it works really well. I think they also have a great balance with the vocal ranges that they're doing here. You know, they're all kind of alternating throughout this, and then they're all like putting in a lot of great vocal work with the harmony and everything. And I'm not 100% sure, but they do appear to have videos behind everything, and I don't know if that's from the artist that they're covering or not. That's kind of what it looks like to me, but I could be wrong on that. And I wasn't able to see all of them necessarily. Like some of them I noticed, and then some of them I really was only paying attention to, you know, home free throughout this. So I don't even know if that stays true for the whole performance or not. But you know, if it is, I mean, that's really awesome, and I think that shows great respect as well. But yeah, I'm liking how they're going about this. I think it's great. Alrighty, let's see here. Just a note for chat: Ace now has redeemed for reactions for his other streams on on Purple now. So if that sounds fun for anyone, yeah, exactly, on Purple. Yeah, and that also goes for reaction days as well. So I mean, it gives you an extra submission if you want to go that route. So it does help to lurk in both streams. One, so you can rack up the channel points, and the other one, so you can avoid the ads when they pop up. Even though I try and do my best to not do anything during those, but there's only so much I can do. So yeah. Chance did Uptown Funk with his previous group, and so did Bastine. Okay, cool. I think it's the breakdown part of the song. Interesting. So yeah, that is interesting though, because like Kansas, the Kansas song, like that's the very beginning of the song. So having the breakdown at the very beginning is really interesting, you know. But at the same time, it's the duh, duh, duh. It's that breakdown beat going into the chorus of the instrumentation. But even still, I think the original videos are behind, but not very obvious. I think it's like, if you're really paying attention, it's like, you know, kind of like an Easter egg, kind of like a nod to them, possibly. No idea who's talking, but don't worry, Ace's friends are my friends. I'll drive him around for free. I don't get the reference, Teto, but valid. There was the first one, and then the next one, and then the other one. And I want to... I don't want to be spoiled by going into the description and seeing all of them in case they are there. So I'm going to hold off on that. you know, and we'll check it out at the end. If I do forget, somebody just remind me, and I'll scroll down really quick and we'll check them out. But yeah, I'm really liking this. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
Na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Na 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 na.
That also is very fitting. Doing the na-na-nas from one song to the
Now,
next.
it's time for breakdown.
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
I recognize this one, but I'm not 100% sure what it is.
Find me somebody to love.
There's
Find
Queen.
Me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love. Find
I like that they're doing clapping. That's good.
Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love. Somebody, 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 somebody. Find me.
And that's Jack Black.
Loving an elevator, living it up.
Aerosmith. Now that I think about it, that song actually does have harmony at the end as well. So that's actually kind of cool. That's like a throwback to that as well. So I think that's great. Yeah, I think all of the songs that they picked are like fantastic. I think they do all like transition fairly well. Not 100% like seamless transition, but I think again it works very well for what they're doing here. I think all the song choices were great. Everything that they were doing with the vocal work was great. Like doing the clapping for the beat for Somebody to Love for Queen. I think that was great. Yeah, I really like the list of songs that we got. Let's see here. We do not have a list. That is mildly disappointing. Do we have let's see. I was thinking dang, nobody did a list. I was hoping somebody would do it, but I guess not. Yeah, it's fine. I recognize probably half, roughly. Some of them I knew, some of them I kind of knew, and some I didn't. I think that works, But yeah, I think they did a great job with it. I liked it. Comments be slacking. I'm telling you. I am telling you, they do be slacking a bit. The guy who lost his bus subscription, I drive buses for a living. Yeah, valid. You know what? Valid. So yeah, Teto, if you want to go over to South America and help out, with driving buses down there, go for it. That would help us all out. I'm sure there is one there somewhere. I'll try to put it in the Discord. Okay, valid. Yeah, if you could find like a whole list, that would be cool. Just let me, if you're able to do it during the stream, let me know. And if not, just at me or something. But yeah, I think they did a great job with that. Let's see here. That was number 3. All right, let me turn off my alarm because it's going to go off during the next one, and we would not want that. Don't get me wrong. Love Linkin Park, but I don't think it's going to go very well with Ring of Fire, so don't disappoint Ace. Yeah, I've had a decent amount of disappointments in my life. It's okay, Ian. It's all good. Also, Ian, welcome in. Hello. All right, so this next one is from Vdoin. This is Jeff Castellucci, Ring of Fire. This is from August 2025 with his wife of 18 years, Kathy. Okay. So I'm guessing she's featured in this video then? Or at least in the song? Based on that description? Not 100% sure. I want this one. There we go. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
I'm guessing that's her over there. Yeah.
Down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire.
He just aged significantly.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
God.
The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. Yeah, and I fell for you like a child.
So I'm getting the sense that he's kind of reminiscing about the past.
And I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of
The harmony is fantastic.
Down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. I didn't realize we were doing a second chorus, so that one's on me. But I'll still back it up. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm really liking how they're going about this. At first, it looked like it was kind of in the past, I guess, in perspective of the video. You know, he's younger. His wife is sitting next to him, and then we kind of fast forward to him like significantly older, and it's like he's reminiscing about the past and everything like that. But he's still surrounded by everything. It's like nothing changed around him. Like the candles are all still there, the furniture is all still there and everything. Vocal work definitely great. You know, he's hitting those really low notes that we love to hear from Jeff. That, you know, really just reverberate in your headsets. The harmony that we're getting as well, and even the instrumentation throughout this is really really great as well. Like you have like clapping and percussion. And then you have a couple other instruments that haven't exactly pinpointed what they are necessarily, but there was a stringed instrument in there somewhere. Yeah, I'm really liking how he's going about this. I think it's really great. I'm not sure because he held up that sheet of paper. I don't really know if it's a photo or if it's a note. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get to see it or not. But yeah, I think it's great so far. I like it. Let's say here. Hi, Ian. Hi, Sally. Hi, Maria. There's two of me, so to make up for missing Pyrola. You know what? That is valid. I get that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me see here. Yes, but Kathy can't sing any longer since her hearing loss and issues. Yeah, I do get that. So I mean, she's kind of just there. But I still think it's great. The makeup artist Rick did a great job aging Jeff and Kathy for the snapshot, which we haven't gotten to yet. So that is a photo then, I'm guessing. Okay. Jeff's always telling the world that he's old and boring. Guess he's really trying to convince us. Maybe, I don't know. He's not doing a great job of convincing me though. Uh, let's see. Jeff adds all of his own instrumentation, mostly using his keyboard and plugins. Oh yeah. So it's all on the keyboard. Okay. I tend to forget that just because it sounds like so authentic and everything. But yeah, it does make sense. Let's see here. Could say he reverberated it, isn't it? Hold on. Ha ha ha. Photo. Jeff also uploaded a raw acapella short singing Ring of Fire live into his iPhone. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Let's see. There's only one ace though. That's true, and that's probably for the better. Why would we want two of me? Come on, you know. Please listen to Unsainted by Slipknot. Been stuck in my head all day. Zoltan, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, we can definitely check it out. Just add it to the list and, you know, we'll be able to. Definitely neither old nor boring. Agreed. Yeah, definitely neither old nor boring. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yeah, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire.
It's a bit sad when we swap from this to the present, you know, the past to the present. Oh, I see. So they're both older in the photograph. So by comparison, it's probably not much long before this happened. Okay.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching.
Yeah, that got really somber really quick.
If you'd like to join the names scrolling across your screen right now, get early access to new music, hang out in a video chat with me, and much, much more, head on over to Patreon and sign up for free today. Special thanks goes out to Halder Draco, Rev Jesse, Amy Foster, Maria Almeida, Blue Raven, Tema Krempley, Juliana Livingston, Diane Holland, Sarah O, Lori Templeman, Jordy S, A.M. Person, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Suniva and Elsa Langstall, and Debs Badger. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I do like how they like add behind the scenes at the end of the videos. I think that's really cool. Oh, that almost fell. That got a little sketchy pretty quick. Yeah, I think they did a great job with this, bouncing back and forth between the past and the present. And then, yeah, like seeing the photo at the very end, I think that just really hit it home. Yeah, I think they did a great job with this. The vocal work, fantastic. The instrumentation, I like that. The whole setting, I think, was great. But yeah, definitely did a great job. Let's see here. How do I do that? Figured it. Okay, so you did figure out. Cool. Is the restraining order on Jeff on Sally or Maria? Good question. That's their doggy Tommy in the outro. Right. Yeah, we got to see the dog in another Jeff Castellucci song, if I'm not mistaken. Can't 100% remember. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm a Tim girl. You know what? That's valid. Let's see here. Kathy is tiny and she's wearing heels in the. Yeah, she was pretty short by comparison. So yeah, I think it's really cool to see that height comparison. Hello, Love Tigress. Welcome in. How are you? I don't know if you can hear me because the ad break's still going. Yeah, King of the Road. Yeah. I think that's the one that we did. Yeah. Okay. Ad break over. Cool. Alrighty. So there we go. Alrighty, so we are working our way through the list. So this next one is from Donnie. I was about to say Danny, and that's not right. Let me stop multitasking and just focus on one thing at a time. All right, so this next one is from Donnie. This is Raven by Oliver Good. This is from the game Stellar Blade. I don't think I've heard of that game before. It's not an old game at all. It doesn't look like. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. Oh. Okay. To be fair, coming from acapella to this, pretty drastic change. Some great EDM sounds, I think. Yeah, I don't know anything about this game. Some great bass throughout this. The vocal work's interesting as well. It sounds a little distorted. It sounds like there's some like non-traditional percussion happening throughout this. Like it almost sounds like they're doing percussion on like cans and bottles and things like that. That's like the effect that I'm getting from that. And it just took a massive turn all of a sudden. Like that tone shift. So is this like a boss battle theme or something? It is a boss theme? Okay. I was like, for these parts, I couldn't really tell, but when we got that tone shift, I was like, there's something in there. Do you have any information about the game? Because I see the lady up top is holding some sort of blade. I don't know if that's the Stellar Blade or what. It's an action game. Gameplay is a hybrid between Sekiro and God of War. Okay. And I'm guessing the thing that kind of looks like a raven is what the character is fighting during this song. Technically, yes. Okay. Is it like a multi-phase boss? Based on that, that's kind of the impression I'm getting. I feel like multi-phase bosses, like that's a Square Enix staple, you know? Obviously this isn't Square Enix, but at least I don't think it is. There's some really interesting stuff in here. But the horns really tie it in. There's no transformations in the boss fight, but yeah, 2 phases. Okay. I mean, they do multi-phases in like Dark Souls and things like that. So, and like there's no real necessary transformations, but the battle style changes. Jeez. And then it just ends. Like it was just almost sudden. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting throughout that. Like there's a lot of stuff in there. There's like, it's a lot of cohesiveness. I feel like it all just flows really well throughout. And I have to imagine it's like a really high octane fight as well, just going through that. I don't know necessarily like, I've played God of War. I haven't really seen anything from Sekiro, or that's how you pronounce it, right? Sekiro or Sekiro? I think it's Sekiro, right? I haven't really seen anything from that. I don't think I've seen anybody play it. I could be wrong, but I can kind of like imagine based on how God of War is, just how like intense that would be, and just really other games as well. Like it's got to be like a very intense fight. You know, different kinds of dodging and parry. Yeah, like you it's not just aggressively, you know, going in and just like trying to take them out in one shot. Like that's not the kind of fight that you're doing. Yeah, definitely some intense stuff there. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and pop up a few of these. Actually, what I need to do. All right, resize. Go. I do need to keep an eye on the weather as well because they were, and it is super bright. They were talking about some crazy shenanigans happening, and I don't want to be caught in the hail if it is going to do that. All right, right now we're good. Alrighty, so next 3. Oh, this next one, I'm gonna go ahead and send the link. All right. So this first one is from Sergius. This is The Mistake by Manchester Orchestra. Another song by Manchester Orchestra from the same album as last time. It's a bit less experimental perhaps, but I really like the melodies and lyrics. Okay, valid. Yeah, Mikey, yours is actually next on the list, so it'll be after this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. I do remember the name Manchester Orchestra. Maybe I'll remember more about it once it starts playing. We checked out a music video from them, right? Or was it? I don't 100% remember. If you have any information, Sergius, that would be cool. Just a brief refresher, if you will. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. It's a really tall pine tree, and a lot of the pine needles have fallen off. And we got somebody hanging by one hand, just kind of barely hanging in there.
Tell me there's another option for me. Standing like I should've known. I knew you accidentally looked right inside of me. There's nothing anybody can say. There was nothing anybody could do. You made up your eyes and mine. And now the rest of us are here to amuse and shame.
I'm trying to. Like, it has a vibe of another song that I can't remember the name of right now.
Laying on the carpet spill, you told me you were fairly sure that you'd marry him. Embryonic accidents, a native knife, you gotta finally bury it. There's nothing anybody
It might just be the chord progression that they're using. And that's maybe what I'm thinking of.
Everybody's got their days to number wisely if you know what's best for you, man. Everybody I know makes the same mistakes, packaged up in different boxes, masking shame. Everybody I know makes the same mistakes, packaged up in different boxes, masking shame. I don't wanna walk away from you. I don't wanna walk away from you.
I think the vocals are really good throughout this. There's almost like an echo or like a layering effect on them. And some harmony as well. I think the guitar throughout this is really nice. And there's something about like the instruments, they kind of really pick up at times and they kind of cut back at times. Like it's kind of like an alternating like situation that we have going on where, you know, when the vocals are doing like the verse, for example, you have the verse happening and like the instruments kind of take a step back and then they just like explode back in, like especially with the drum and everything, and then they kind of back off a little bit and they explode back in, and it's just like keeping that alternating where's the word? Had the word and it's gone now. I hate when that happens. But yeah, they just keep alternating, and I think it's really like a great way that they're going about that. The vocal work I think is interesting as well. Like throughout this, it almost sounds like there's like a layering effect on it, or maybe like singing kind of a little bit farther away from the mic, just kind of a little bit farther off is what it sounds like to me. And then there's also harmony happening as well. And then, yeah, like throughout this, I don't know, there's something about the chord progression and how the vocalist is singing this. It just reminds me of a different song, and I cannot for the life of me think of what that song is or who it is that I'm thinking of. I was like, it's not, I have no idea. If anybody has that feeling and they know who it is that I'm thinking of, definitely let me know, because I'm just like, I'm at a loss here. But yeah, I think it's really good throughout this, and like it wasn't like a super long song or anything. It felt like they packed in a lot in what was like 3.5 minutes, no, about 4 minutes. Like I feel like they packed in a lot into 4 minutes. But yeah, I think it's a great vibe throughout that. And I don't know, just like going through and like everybody's making the same mistakes and everything. Some people learn from those mistakes and some people just keep repeating those mistakes. But yeah, I think it's a good song. I liked it. Oh my God, my nose, allergies going crazy. Let's see here. Can I switch the link for a revised one? Yeah, go for it. If you got a revised one, you can just go back in and edit it. The song has sick vibes. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for listening as always. The vibe is a great one. I think so, yeah. The lead singer's voice reminds me of someone too, but I can't place it. See, yeah, it's there. I'm like, it's not Elton John that I'm thinking of, is it? It's not one of those songs that Elton John does, right? That's not what I'm thinking of, is it? It might be. That's the only name that popped in my head, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. The music I requested has a very modern lyrics for the song of 1988. Cool. All right, all right. I don't think it's Elton John, but that's the only name that was popping in my head at the time. Okay, you did revise it. Cool, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and pop up the new link. There we go. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix my nose. Sorry about that. I feel like I just have cat hair all over me. I don't really know. It's just like all over the place. It's crazy. Zay, welcome in. Thank you for the resub of 13 months using your Prime sub. Very awesome. 13 months. Let's fucking go. It's prime time, beaches. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I have notifications and stuff turned off during the music and stuff for obvious reasons. Don't like. I want to give the respect to the artist and everything. I don't want you know, something funny happening during like a somber moment or anything like that. Just so everybody knows, Ace has a few extra in the back. Yeah, something like that. I just like Mr. Potato Head. The notification lied to me and said 13 and it was actually 14. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I read 13 months because that's what you do. No, but it did say 14 months. You are correct. All right. But yes, thank you very much. 14 months is crazy though. Honest feedback, please tell me what to fix. All right, I will do my best. Now, to be fair, I listen to music. I am not the best at figuring out music, like trying to put music together kind of thing. I'm not, maybe this will be a good experience for that. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. A few extra in the back. We saying Ace has a dumpty for days. Or a dumpy for days. I think extra parts, you know, because I was fixing my nose like Mr. Potato Head. Imagine putting up with Ace for 14 months. Why is everyone looking at me? Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. So this is from Yak Mikey. Let me see here. This is your song. Not named yet. Okay. This is a new project. So yeah, this is only 1:47. Where is volume and all of that? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna reject all because I said so. Okay. I like to make sure I don't blow anybody's eardrums out because certain programs like to be much louder than others, and I think it's rude personally. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
I do drugs, I do them all night long. Just answer the phone, don't leave me alone. I need you by my side, I need a ride. Taking drugs, I might die. Nate love suicide, I might die. Woke up and I'm alive, guess I survived. I do drugs, yeah, I do them all night long. Just answer the phone, don't leave me alone. I need you by my side, by my side, by my side. I do drugs, yeah, I do them all night long. Just answer the phone, don't leave me alone. I need you by my side, by my side, by my side.
That was a cool distortion on the vocals. I like that. I like the beat throughout. I love when instruments, like, they cut out for that brief moment, that brief pause. I don't know. There's something about that I always like in music. It's like a false ending. I feel like, yeah, there's the drop again like that. I feel like you could go into like another verse right here, maybe like do like one segment of this, and then after that drop, and it goes back in, like bring in another verse, possibly. That would be possibly something, because I get this impression that this is still a work in progress kind of thing. That's kind of the impression that I get from this. I think, yeah, vocal work, I think is great throughout this. To me, a little short, you know, but I think with another verse, I could kind of extend the length on that a little bit. Or even bringing in like a different like vocal style for the second verse, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit. And I think, you know, some like rapping throughout that, I think would go really well. But yeah, I think there's definitely something there for sure. I like it. I made the beat and my vocals. That's all of it. It's not done. Okay, so yeah, I did call that. It's only a half of it. So yeah, I think you have a great like half for sure. Like it's a great starting point. And I think if you keep it up, like you'll definitely get something going for sure. I feel like if it was in a full album, you could cut it where the lyrics stop right now, and it could be an interlude. That's also, yeah, also a good point. Like if you went to where did I really like SoundCloud and Bands in Town, like all those different websites that have the track like this, where you can kind of see like where the vocals is it. So like, where did it stop? Like right here, and like go into the next song, kind of like that. I think that's what Zay's saying. I think that would be awesome too, because yeah, like less than a minute for an interlude kind of thing, I think is perfect for an album like that too. But yeah, I feel like with that, you definitely have like a number of options you could play with, and I think it would work really well. But yeah, for sure. Congratulations. Always impressed by people who are musical, as I have no talent whatsoever. Same. I have a guitar here, but that don't mean jack diddly squat, so you know. But yeah. Here we go. Number 7. All right, so Aleatorio is next. Yeah, just a little 46-second interlude between tracks on a mixtape or EP would be cool for this track. Yeah, agreed. Ace, you should get the guitar out one stream. No. Nah, I haven't played in forever, so it would I would have to practice for a while before I did anything. And I also hate my singing voice, so you know, that ain't gonna happen right now. That's just not gonna happen right now. All right, so this is the next one that we're doing. This is from Aleatorio. This is Kazuza Ideologia. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, and I'm sorry. This song is from 1988, and it talks about the political disillusionment after the military dictatorship in the late 80s. It was around the same time that Kazuza was diagnosed with HIV. That is very sad. So I don't know if this song if he kind of brings some of that into the song. I'm not really sure. But we do have English lyrics at the bottom, which is great, so we get to follow along. Ace gets on guitar and just breaks out Wonderwall. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Then counter idea, how about you react to music videos? Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. All right, so here we go. Sky, if you want me to just shut up and play music, all you have to do is just say so. Yeah, I do see the imagery of, you know, dictatorship and political aspects and things like that. And it definitely has an 80s sound to it.
Meu partido é coração partido. E as ilusões estão todas perdidas. Os meus sonhos foram todos vendidos. Tão barato que eu nem acredito. Ah, eu nem acredito. Que aquele garoto que ia mudar o mundo, frequenta agora as
It's very bass heavy.
do Ramones.
It's very prevalent on the bass.
Meus heróis morreram de overdose. Meus inimigos,
I feel like it's very artistic as well.
ideologia. Eu quero uma pra viver. Ideologia. Eu quero uma pra viver. O meu prazer agora é risco de vida. Meu sex and drugs não tem nenhum rock and roll. Eu vou pagar a conta do analista.
It's Batman.
Nunca mais ter que saber quem eu sou. Ah, saber quem eu sou.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't actually Batman. That had to have been a symbol for something, but it kind of gave off that impression.
Ia mudar o mundo. Agora ficha tudo em cima do muro.
That's a lot of books, man.
Meus heróis morreram de overdose. Meus inimigos,
I recognize a lot of those people that were featured there, especially Jimi Hendrix, and I'm blanking on her name right now.
pra viver.
Janis Joplin. Some great guitar work.
Pois aquele garoto que ia mudar o mundo. Mudar o mundo. Agora ficha tudo em cima do muro. Em cima do muro. Meus heróis morreram de overdose. Meus inimigos.
And I'm not 100% sure, but that one symbol, I don't remember if that's the swastika or if that's the other one. That was I believe it's a Buddha symbol. I don't remember if it's a Buddha symbol or not, but I think it was. But it depends on how it's flipped, and I don't remember which is which. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting video. Yeah, like, there's a lot of imagery. It's very artistic. You have a lot of different political figures like featured in there that are throughout. You got to see a couple of musicians as well. Like you got to see Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. You got to see a couple of dictators throughout, and then there was also a moment where you got to see Albert Einstein. And then, you know, just different flashes of different symbols and different ideologies and things like that. You know, knocking over the books and everything. Vocal work, I think, you know, he's got very clean vocals. Doesn't really go up or down. Like, he's pretty constant with his vocal patterns. Like, he doesn't really hit any high notes or any low notes or anything like that. Instrumentation, I think the bass was very prevalent throughout, but you also had some great guitar work. The drums were also really good throughout this. It definitely really is a it really has that 80s feel to it. It almost kind of gives off like who's a good example? Who is it that I'm thinking of? Bruce Springsteen. That's who I'm thinking of, instrumentation wise anyway, not necessarily vocal style. But yeah, that's kind of the impression that I was getting throughout that. But yeah, I think it's a good song. Really interesting video to say the least. Let's see here. I'm gonna go lurk for like 20 minutes, try and behave, chat. Yeah, you know what? That's valid. Yeah, like everybody just ends up creating chaos the second Sky takes a leave of absence. Of course, makes a lot of sense. All right. So, looks like right now we got 4 left. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up all 4, and if we end up finishing the list without anybody adding any new ones, then we will probably go ahead and end for the day. I did start working on some shorts because I really need to start turning some of these reactions into shorts and uploading them and trying to get the word out because I've been really bad at doing that. So I knocked out 2 before stream, and I'm going to try and knock out some more this evening before the storms come in. All right, so this next one is from Pop Stars. This is, hopefully I'm pronouncing the name right. Definitely let me know if I'm right or wrong. Beza. The song's name is Titan, and this is a live performance. She represented Albania with her song Titan in Eurovision 2024. We didn't get to the finals, but the song was among the best. This was a live version of the song. I do see my bitrate is going chaotic. Did not lose any frames though, so that's good. Okay. So I didn't lose frames. I didn't nothing got lost in the stream or anything, so that's good. Put on some chapstick real quick. All right, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is at the Pyramid Tirana. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but let's go ahead and check this one out. I gotta share the link. I did not share the link. Let me do that. There we go. And let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. Presented by Moroccan Oil.
We stand eye to eye. You try and set a fire just to watch me burn. It's like you don't know that I will survive. Learned how to stay alive.
She has a cowboy aesthetic going.
Cause it's all in vain. Oh, even if I fall, I'm gonna get up. I'll be standing.
It's a really cool location. Like they're on top of this building.
And give your best shot. I won't go down, I'll never break. Like a titan, I'll be brave. Tonight, I'll rise. I won't give up, fight till the end. Every tear's gonna ricochet. Rise, I'm a titan in disguise. I bet you thought that I would crumble, but I won't.
I wasn't really expecting an acoustic performance, but I think it works.
Still going strong. Got a number on my heart, it's unbreakable. Got my feet on the ground, I'm unshakable. And if you think I won't survive, then you're so wrong. You're so wrong. I won't go down, I'll never break. Like a titan, I'll be brave. I'll rise. I won't give up, fight till the end.
She's got some good vocal work.
Like a titan, I'll be brave. Tonight, rise. I'm a titan in this.
feel like the tempo picked up a bit. And it was relatively short. This performance, like it wasn't even a full 3 minutes, but I think, you know, like she definitely got the point across throughout this. Yeah, definitely some great vocal work throughout that. I wasn't, because like I feel like a lot of the songs, a lot of the performances Pop Stars brings in, there's like a lot of energy and like a lot of like great effects throughout them and everything. This one is a little more stripped down as it's a more acoustic performance. So I think by comparison of that, I definitely wasn't expecting that. You know, subverted the expectations, which I always have an appreciation for. I think the instrumentation worked really well for this. And I feel like, I don't know if this song has, or I don't know if this is like what the song is, or if this is an acoustic performance of the song. But I feel like if there is like a more traditional performance of the song, I feel like she brings the energy of that to this, and like it works really well. I really like the instrumentation throughout this, like the acoustic guitar, I think. And then like, you know, closer to the end, I feel like they picked up the tempo of the instruments, and everything just got like more fuller, and you know, just really brought home that song. I think they did a great job with it. And then yeah, like at first I thought they were on top of a building, but I guess like everything around was like some sort of staircase or something. So they were at the top of wherever their staircases are. But yeah, like really cool location regardless. But yeah, I think it was a good performance. Love Eurovision. Remember this one well. Good song. Has anyone heard Australia's entrant this year, Delta Goodrem? Should make the final. The length is restricted for Eurovision songs. Oh, so they keep it like within 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. I mean, it makes sense. I get that, but I wasn't really aware that that's how that worked. But it does make a lot of sense at the same time, just because, you know, you only have, you have like a bunch of artists, you know, performing and everything, and you only have so much time to play with just to give everybody a fair shot at, you know, bringing in a song. So I mean, it makes sense. I get that. But yeah, I think it was good. So Ian, speaking of, yours is up next. This is Katie Noonan, Heart's a Mess. This is the Gautier cover, which I've only heard one Gautier song. I think it's the one that everybody's heard. That's about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Pick apart the pieces of your heart. Let me peer inside. Let me in where only your thoughts have been. Let me occupy your mind as you do mine.
I like that bass. That finger picking is fantastic as well.
You want a man to act. It makes no sense, but I'm desperate to connect.
Some great range.
You have lost much love to fear, doubt, and
I thought it was like a bass, like a stringed instrument, but I guess that that bass note that we're hitting is from the drum that she's playing.
It makes it easier, but much more difficult for me to make you see.
Having the backing vocals, like, used sparingly, but I think it works really well.
Ain't fair, so there you are, my love.
It's got a very jazzy vibe to it.
Your heart's a mess.
I like the different styles that Corinne is bringing to this, like really changing it up with how she's playing the guitar.
But I'm desperate to convince you can live like this. Your heart's a mess. You won't admit so well. It makes no sense, but I'm desperate to convince you can live like this. Love ain't safe, you won't get hurt if you stay chaste, so you can wait. I don't wanna waste my love.
Even that muting that she's doing on the guitar is great. So, Ian, I'm not 100% sure. Have we checked that one out before? I realized it about like a minute in, and I meant to pause halfway through, and I did not end up doing that. But I feel like we've seen a performance like this. I don't know if it was this song specifically, or if Katie Noonan, or even if it was a different artist altogether. But I feel like the setup and just the way that the instrumentation was played, I feel like we've seen one like that before, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. But I know it was also, if we have checked it out before, it was also before I started, commenting on the live streams with all the songs that we checked out. So I would not be able to go back and find out, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, just the way they played that, I think is absolutely fantastic. I haven't heard of any other Gautier song other than Somebody I Used to Know. I feel like that's the one song that everybody knows by them, and I feel like it was kind of like a one-hit wonder in a sense. But yeah, I mean, just the way that, I'm guessing it's Corinne and not Karen, because it's Karin. So I'm gonna go with Corinne until I'm told differently. The way that she played the different styles on the guitar, I think were fantastic. Bringing in the finger picking style throughout, I think worked really well. And then doing those, I forget what it, I have it in my head, but I can't remember what playing. I think it's harmonics. Is that the name, the term where you're hitting the note on the bar itself of the fretboard? I think that's what it's called, or harmonic pitches. I think that's what it is. I don't 100% remember, but bringing in that at the end as well, like all these different techniques, I think worked really well throughout this. And then yeah, like the way that Katie was playing on the drum, and it gave off this like bass sound, like a string bass, like a cello, like a bass. I think worked really well throughout this too, because at first I thought that's what that was. just how she's hitting the drum and then hitting the rim of the drum as well with the stick. I think that's great. But yeah, I think it's a solid performance. I liked it. And if we have checked it before, then I liked it then too, I'm sure. So, but yeah, good. All right. So next up we have Zoltan. Sorry. We have Unsainted by Slipknot. So knowing Slipknot, it's going to be fairly heavy. I feel like I may have listened to this when it first came out, and I don't remember it at all. So obviously we have like a thumbnail. It kind of looks like a cult of some sort. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. And we have the lady from Weapons. Shout out if you've seen the movie. It's a very intense stare, I feel like. Bringing in their choir is like very different, I feel like. I really like that drum. Yeah, I remember the chorus of this song. It's been a long since I've heard this, but the chorus is definitely familiar. I remember a couple of these masks from other videos, but I feel like a decent amount of the other ones I don't recognize at all. I like the aspect of bringing in backing vocals like that. Pause right there. Yeah, throughout this, I get this impression there's some sort of cult in here, and I'm not sure where the woman's at necessarily, but it looked like she was trying to get away. And then pretty much the rest of the video, we pretty much focused on the band with like you have this footage kind of over their masks of different places and things like that. I think the way they're doing that is really cool. And then they kind of vice versa it where they showed the locations and then they kind of bring in like a transparent of the whoever, I don't know everybody's names. Like I know Corey Taylor and I know Joey Jordison, who's no longer with the band because he passed away. He was the drummer. And that's really all I know. And I recognize some of the masks, like the Bagul looking mask. Is that Mick? I think that's Mick. I could be wrong. I'm really bad. I'm sorry. There's also 9 members in the band, and I already have a hard time with 3 or 4. So I'd have to have a list, like right in front of me. But Yeah, one of the masks was like Bagul. I recognize that one. One of them, like he has a bunch of different things stuck in his head. I recognize that one as well. I know Corey Taylor has gone through a number of masks, but I recognize this one at least to an extent. But it also looks like there's something like added to the mask. But I'm not 100% for sure. But yeah, the instrumentation starting off the song itself, like with the choir, like the higher vocals, I think work really well for this. I haven't listened to a lot of Slipknot. I've listened to a few songs, checked out a few songs on here too, but I haven't gotten a chance to check out something like that from Slipknot. I think that was a great opener. I don't know if that was just for the video itself or if that's actually part of the track. But either way, I really like that. And I really do kind of hope it is part of the track because that's awesome. I love the heavier instrumentation that they bring to this performance. They always bring the heavier instrumentation. This one, it almost follows the same pattern as... Is it Duality that I'm thinking of? I think it's Duality. Maybe Wait and Bleed, where the verses are very intense, especially with Corey's vocal work. He brings in those guttural growls and everything while he's performing. With the chorus, it's much more uniform. It's much more clean. He's singing a lot more cleanly, and it kind of follows that same pattern. Like I feel like with Slipknot, they follow two patterns for the most part. They follow that, or they flip it, where the verses are very clean and then the chorus is very harsh. So I feel like that's a template that they utilize, and they utilize it very well. Like that's not like throwing shade at them at all. You know, every band has their thing that they utilize, and I feel like that's Slipknot's, and it works really well. I love the percussion that they have throughout this. Like it's very prevalent throughout. And then obviously the guitar work that they bring to this as well, I think is great. But yeah, I think it's a great track. If I remember right, this song, it wasn't as well received when it first came out as a lot of other Slipknot stuff, or maybe it was the album itself. I don't remember, but I remember there being some kind of flack about this song. But I don't really remember anything of it. If you got any insight on that, that would be cool to learn. And I could be misremembering that, but I have a vague memory of that. They occasionally switch out their mask. Yeah, every couple of years they change it up to keep it fresh, right? Some of them haven't changed though, like Mick Tom. Okay, so yeah, it is Mick. Yeah, he's got a Bagul like hockey mask, mask. That's what it looks like to me. 9 members is a lot for sure. I thought so too. The choir part on this is on the track and definitely makes it stick out. Okay, good. That's great. I like that. Because like I could see it being special for a video, but you know, the fact that it is on the track, I think is awesome. And if they do that live, yeah, because this is 2019. I thought it was older, honestly. I thought it was 2016, but obviously not. But yeah, I think it's cool. I have a feeling playing this live that really gets the crowd going for sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. The turntables, like I see them play those, but I haven't really heard them stand out like this. And having that record scratch, having it trail off, I think is awesome. That's a very detailed mask. You can hear the choir in the back of this too. I think all of that mashed together works really well. It sounds so good. That's cool. They have statues of all the members. That's awesome. I like it. Honestly, throughout this video, and I hope this isn't like insulting or anything, but Corey, the way he's dressed up, the way he's got his face painted, it reminds me of, and I don't remember how to pronounce his name. We had a conversation about it last week, but Tobias Forge from Ghost, he kind of has that style going for him in this video, just the way his face is painted, the way his mask looks and everything. And if I remember right, this mask comes in 2 parts, or that could have been a different mask. I'm not really sure, but maybe it does, because it, like, this mask right here that we got to see, and then throughout we got to see a different style of his mask as well. So it did look like there were 2 different styles to his mask. But yeah, like the way it looks right here, it kind of has a slight resemblance of Ghost. But yeah, I think the song's absolutely fantastic. I really like how they went through this. The vocal work was great. The bridge of the song, like, he really brought that intensity. You can hear the emotion in his voice as well. Like, he really like screamed that out. He really belted that out. And then when the instrumentation cut out and you can only hear Corey, like that was solid. Excuse me. And at the final chorus, you got to hear Corey, and you had the backing choir as well. I think that worked really well, because I don't think they had that throughout the rest of the song. I think they were just at the beginning and the end, and I think it worked really well here. But yeah, I think it was an absolutely solid song. I liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, the previous mask of his does have 2 parts. So this one doesn't, then, does it? 'Cause I don't know. There was just something about it that looked like it was a little bit thicker at times. I don't know how to describe it. Let me see if I can figure it out. No. Let me mute that. Maybe it was... Maybe it's just the cloth that I'm seeing. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. The turtleneck or collar. I guess it's just a collar. Yeah, right there. There's a lot of flashing, but it looks like there's something where his ears are. See? And that's not like that for I guess it's like like that right there too. But when he's singing, let me see if I can get a solid shot. Maybe it is like that, but the collar is blocking it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if this one also does. I think it's the collar that's blocking it. That's got to be what it is. Like, it is really high up there now that I'm looking at it. And then he's able to bring it up. And I don't know if that's part of this mask or if that's just for the video. I don't really know. I have returned. Did chat behave? No, you didn't do your job. I had to ban so many people, Sky. Absolutely atrocious. But you are in time for the final one. This is Love Tigresses. Kind of creepy, respectfully. I mean, they have a lot of imagery, you know, and I always thought like Slipknot was hardcore, and like there wasn't really necessarily a point to it. It was just hardcore just to be hardcore. But the more and more I've done reactions for Slipknot, the more and more I realize they have messages behind every song, and like a lot of them are really deep as well. They go way deeper than I ever knew anything about. So it's there's meaning behind it. I shared this one. Okay. So this one is from Love Tigress. This is a tease, and this is Hongjung Number One. Is that the name of the song, Number One? I can do this. Well, that didn't really help out much, did it? Okay, never mind. It's Captain's time. Okay, so yeah, this is. I'm guessing it's solo work, just like last week. We got to check out a solo performance, and this is another one. So this is the captain and dad of the group. He's the main rapper and writes most of the songs. He's the shortest in the group also. Curious if that plays into this video. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. So he's blocking traffic, I imagine. Okay. Has great flow. I like how the first part of the chorus is like kind of calm, and then it really brings in the heavy on the second part.
One look, just shake that.
Shake that.
One look, just shake that.
The instrumentation is almost like he's a DJ.
One look, just shake that.
So yeah, they were blocking traffic, kind of. It's almost kind of short, or at least it felt like it. Like it felt like it just wasn't long enough, because this was only 3 minutes. So I guess in a way, yeah, it was a little bit short. But yeah, like throughout, like he has very clean vocals. You know, he really has multiple styles in here too. Like he's singing, he's also rapping as well. You know, clean throughout. The beat and instrumentation, like it really has this EDM style, like that a DJ plays. It's almost, it kind of gives off that impression. But the flow just worked really well. Like he used it to his advantage. And then yeah, like I said, the chorus, it's like two different styles. You have like a calmer like aspect of the first one, and then as they repeat it, it's much more intense. It's much more like bass heavy and everything. But just like throughout, like he's got great flow. Like at times, like he goes really fast, and at times he kind of slows it down as well. But yeah, I think he's got great style. I think it worked really well. He does DJ, nice. So did he do the instrumentation for this one as well, or did he have somebody else do it? Ace Reacts is the most diverse live stream out there. A good thing. I do like that everybody brings in like a different style. Like we have, you know, a lot of different genres come in. We have a lot of new music come in. You know, stuff that we wouldn't normally check out. And I think that's a great aspect. You know, it gives you this way to go and check out music you wouldn't normally seek out. You know, and doing reactions, I've found a lot of different artists that I've added to playlists and things like that. So yeah, I think it's really beneficial. Without him, there wouldn't be a tease at all. I mean, that makes sense. Like the without the leader, yeah, everything kind of just falls apart. So I get that. So yeah, that is going to be it for the day. A little bit shorter stream, but that's okay. Sometimes they're shorter, and we're able to get through everybody's, which I am happy that we are able to get through everybody's. We will be live next week, but it will be earlier. Because this time next week I will be busy doing stuff, so I won't be able to stream. So it's gonna be 12 p.m. Central. Basically 4 hours ago is when we will have started. If that gives you any indication, you know, time-wise, if you're not Central Standard Time. So yeah, 12 p.m. Central. And then Monday also gonna be continuing The Last of Us. I don't know how far we are in the game. I know it's winter. That's about all I know. But we'll be doing that at 10 a.m. Central, I believe. I might have to double check that one. Might have to fact check myself on that. But yeah, so that will be it for today. Be sure to check out the reactions that are dropping this week. A big thank you to Anonymous, because I wasn't supposed to say the name, and I didn't. And then Sally as well for the Buy Me a Coffees. And then Sky and Zay for the resubs and the follows that we got today as well. Y'all have a great day, great week, and I will catch y'all later. Bye, guys.